Luke and Lewis on the Fox. We are back. Luke is finally in studio.
I'm back in the studio. I'm here. Do you guys miss me?
Yes, I did, man. It's good to see you in the flesh instead of through a webcam.
Yeah.
Big improvement.
And this week, big show. We're helping out the Irish later in the show, Lewis.
Yes, they desperately need our help with a goat problem, and, well, we're going to solve it. Easy. And also, we're joined by a very special guest for Mother's Day.
Oh, are we? I'm excited.
Yeah, you should be excited, mate.
Will you be in the studio for that, or are you going to duck out?
No, I reckon I'm going to duck out.
Okay.
It's exciting for you, a bit old for me.
Right.
And coming up after this, we're going to play the greatest game that radio has ever known. No prizes. Coming up after this, Luke and Lewis.
Big call.
He sounds like Jim.
She sounds like Stacey.
He might be Dave.
She might be Jane.
We'll guess your name. We'll guess your name.
13, 10, 60. The name game.
World's best intro for the world's best game. This
Yes.
is the name game where we have invited you guys to call up, and we have 3 questions to ask you so that we can try and guess your name. Because generally, what we found that personalities seem to have names attached to them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, of course you're an Alex. He seems like a Tom. She seems like a Michelle.
Yeah,
We're
I
trying to
think
test
you
that
seem
theory.
a bit more like maybe Anthony.
Really, an Anthony?
Yeah.
See,
I know another tall Anthony.
do you?
That's why.
Right. See, when I was younger, I always wanted my name to be James for some reason. I actually just thought that
Oh,
was
yeah,
a
you'd be
cool
a way
name.
better James. Change your
Right?
name.
I think so. I think I will.
Well, it's fair to say that the phone lines have blown up and still are during the song. Turns out a lot of people have names.
Yes.
So,
Quite a relatable radio
now-
segment we've done here. Unfortunately, we have no idea who's called. They're
So-
all listed as caller 1, 2, 3.
how this is going to work is we've got caller 1 and caller 2 up on our screens.
Yes.
We don't know their names, obviously. We have 3 questions to ask each of them. I'm going first, right? I've got caller 1. Welcome to the show. Don't say your name.
How are ya?
Very well. Okay.
Jeez, it's weird when you're not allowed to introduce yourself, isn't it?
And I've got 3 questions to ask you, and you just answer them honestly, and then at the end, I'm gonna try and guess your name. Are you okay?
No worries.
My first question is, what is your mum's name?
Anna.
Would an Anna go for another A, like another son,
Don't
son
look at
named
me,
A?
mate.
I'm
I'm not gonna
assuming
help
you're
you.
a son. All right.
Yeah, I am.
All right. Well, you've given me extra information there. Not a daughter.
I'm not happy about this.
Yeah.
I'm giving you an official warning. That's reaching.
Question number 2. Do you... Oh, nah, that's not a good question. No, it's a long shot. Do you have a pet? And if so, what is their name?
I have 2 cats. One's called Lulu and the other one's called Junior.
This is
His name
interesting.
could be Anna Jr. if there was a family theme.
This is true.
My final question. What do you do for a job?
I am currently studying. I don't have a job.
Geez, you can't get a lot out of 3 questions.
Time's up, Luke.
Can I ask you what it says in your birth certificate, or is that...
No, that's
All right.
cheating. All right,
No.
time's up, Luke. It's time to make a guess.
Okay. Well, his mum's name was Anna. He has a cat called Junior. I'm going to go with an A name,
Ooh.
Adam Jr.
No, not even close.
Oh, what's your name, mate?
My name's Matin.
Oh, come
Jeez,
on.
if I had got that, that would have been great radio. Thanks very much for playing, Matin.
All right, my turn.
Bad luck.
My turn. All right, caller 2, welcome to the show. Do not tell me your name.
Thank you, and I won't.
Okay, female voice. Immediately, this game just got 50% easier. Wiped out an entire gender of names. Okay.
Yep.
Question 1, caller 2. What do your parents do for a living?
My mum works for defence for the army,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad gets people jobs.
Right. Okay. What area are you from?
Caulfield.
Caulfield. Okay.
Wait, can I interject?
Yes.
I know one Stephanie from Caulfield. Don't think it's her.
That's true. Well, I'm thinking.
Or it could be her.
Mums and job recruitment. Hang on. What's your third question? What is your favourite Nesquik flavour?
Nesquik.
Yes,
We all have one.
the bunny flavoured drink. Strawberry, chocolate, or banana. If you don't know this, you can say that you don't know.
I don't know.
Right. This makes this much easier. All right. It's time for me to guess. Okay. Caller 2, female. Parents work in the army and in recruitment from Caulfield. Must be wealthy. Doesn't know what Nesquik is. Very healthy. A healthy name. I'm going with Sarah. Is that your name?
No.
Oh, no. What's your name?
It's Monique.
Oh, that's a wealthy name if I've ever heard one. Monique.
See, you were on a good wavelength with the wealthy
Yes.
kind of. You played the game well. You just didn't come home with the
Or
goods
was
on
I
the day.
Monique or are you destitute?
Pardon?
Was I on the right track with the wealthy?
No, I'm middle class.
That's what wealthy people say.
Well, I don't know why they gave you a rich name. Thanks for calling, Monique. We're going to be playing this game on the regular, guys. And I don't know how long it's going to take for us to guess, but I'm going to say we will never stop until we get a name correct.
All right,
So
deal.
thanks for calling, whoever you are. This is Luca Lewis on the Fox.
Well, we know it was Monique.
So we are trying to save an Irish town called Ennis from 20 goats which have invaded their town.
They've
and
there's
completely overrun it.
20 goats, a local herd of goats, have overrun a town, and we found out during the song that the town has a population of 25,000 people.
Which in the article they made it sound like it was a tiny town
Yeah.
and it was being overrun by goats.
Like there was a goat siege happening at the gates.
like there was 19
Yeah.
people there, and they're like,
They
oh,
came
it's
in
one
with a
goat
big-
too many.
They came in with a big wooden goat and then like hit in, and then as soon as the nightfall fell, all the goats ran out.
Classic move. I've seen
Yeah.
it done before.
Ah.
Well, when I first read it and it said 20 goats, I just thought there was like 20 of the rapper Eminem walking around. You know, the greatest of all time. Everyone calls him the goat. I'd be
and
like,
that's
a lot of Eminems.
that would be a respectful takeover. You can't handle that fire.
I know, true. You get a lot of Billboard
he
hits
just
out
starts
of that.
dropping all these mixtapes on the town, lights up every room.
Oh, I'd go there. Tourist attraction.
But yeah, I just can't imagine. Like, I don't know. Originally, the plan of this was like, let's help this town out. They're a town with 25,000 people in it who can't handle 20 goats. I don't think they can be helped.
It's one goat per 1,000 people.
There's just 1,000 people standing around with their arms folded, just looking at a goat, going, "What are we gonna do?"
Not
here?"
one of you guys have an idea? Like, come on, it's
Not one of you guys is just
25,000.
like, "Shoo." That's it.
That's all.
Go away, please.
But we put the call out to any goat experts that may be listening. It was a bit of a long shot, so we also put the call out for just goat hobbyists who would like to take a guess. And we've got on the show Dean. Welcome to the show. You're a goat expert.
Yes, I'm a goat expert. How are you today, guys?
Oh, I like
Did you
that.
say how are you to goat?
Well, that's
Loves a goat.
I love that. Accidentally saying goat in conversation must mean he's thinking about it all the time.
Yeah.
Very good, Dean. I mean, goat.
I'm always
Dean.
thinking about goats. Mate, goats are on my mind. I grew up with goats, so just always goats, go goats.
I love it, mate. Well, what's your solution? How can 25,000 people get rid of 20 goats?
Well, we need those Kelpie dogs, or a German Shepherd, like a goat hustler. So they just hustle the goats into the corners and they can push them out the way.
Right. I like this idea, but
Does
what
it-
if the town gets overrun by Kelpie dogs? Then how do we get rid of the dogs?
Well,
Goats.
might have to call Mary the Little Lamb, I guess. I don't know.
Do goat hustlers have to be exclusively dogs? Or could we
No, they
be a
can
goat
be- they-
hustler? Could we train the town folk into being goat hustlers?
Yeah, you could do that. You could try and talk to the goats. They can sometimes listen.
Have you ever hustled a goat, Dean?
Yes, I did.
How many?
One.
One goat.
I was
like
hoping
this.
for more, but they've got 20, so
Yeah.
you could handle.
Yeah,
Well,
we don't
hey,
tend
that's
to
a lot
listen
better
to-
than the townsfolk. I
They
mean,
just need 20 Deans in there, running around going, goat, goat, goat.
that's the solution, Dean. Clone yourself. Clone 19 of yourself. Give us a call back and we'll send you in.
Yeah, I'll send you a clone. Okay, I'll send the clone to myself to you so you can have one.
Have you
Brilliant.
you've rode a goat? Is that correct?
Yes. I was little. I jumped on a goat and just smacked it. And it was like made like that little goat noise. And yeah,
Perhaps we could ride the goats out of town.
yes, you could do that. You need a saddle and a harness.
See, this doesn't sound hard. I don't know why this is such a problem for this Irish town.
Maybe they just lack. goat
Dean's all
confidence.
over it.
We need to send Dean in to teach the town. So thanks for giving us a call, Dean. Chloe, are you a goat expert?
No, I just love goats.
Okay, so more of a goat enthusiast.
Yeah, well, we bought 2 goats.
Mm.
My mum was still feeding off its mum, and it turned out the mum was still pregnant. And
Right.
it had twins, so we ended up with 4.
Oh, so you've been a little bit overrun yourself by goats.
Yeah, look, they did. absolutely trashed things. They ate our heater, our ducted heating,
Right.
and like anything on the washing line, and
Right.
yeah, they just.
So,
fantastic.
and that's only 4 goats. So
Yeah.
20 goats really can overrun an entire town.
Oh, I don't know about an entire town.
Yeah, we're still a bit iffy on that. They do have 25,000 people.
So what
That's
did you,
just to keep the grass down, you know?
What did you do, Chloe? How did you reclaim your house? Or have you just moved out, left it to the goats?
No, we actually had to end up. We had a male goat that kept jumping the fence to the next door neighbours.
Mm.
So we ended up having to give them away to put them on a farm.
Oh, right. So you just put them on a
Yeah.
farm. Right. Well, that's
Yeah.
that seems to be the obvious solution, is move those goats somewhere else.
I know, but that's where that problem lies. No one is willing to pick them up and move them.
Mate,
They've got.
I'd love to have goats running around the streets. I reckon it'd be fun.
I think so. I think
Maybe
it would
that's
be.
the solution. Embrace the goats.
Yeah.
Just embrace it.
I think-
Dean would love it.
Okay, well, I think the consensus here from Dean, our expert, and Chloe, our enthusiast, is that town, to fix their problem of having 20 goats,
Yep.
they need 25,000 goats.
They can become a pro goat town. Let's do it.
All right, problem solved. Thank you very much for helping out, guys. It's Mother's Day today. We've abandoned our mothers to do this radio show for you guys. I hope
But
you're happy.
what a gift. Mum's at home listening right now. Shout out.
This
Mum,
out.
hope you're welcome. Your boys.
I mean,
I don't know.
we're doing this for
Your boys leaving you.
we're doing this for you instead of hanging out with our mum. So you should
Yeah.
be very grateful, people.
And
who
to
are
all
not
the
our
mums listening, welcome to the show. We've actually got a mum coming in today. We wanted a mother exclusive.
Yeah. Because, a lot of people talk about Mother's Day, but they never actually involve mum. So we thought we would involve
Well, you
a
actually
mum.
organised the guest today.
Yeah,
Is
not,
it your
not
mum?
my mum.
Is your mum
no,
here?
No, she's not here. No,
Oh.
it's a friend of mine. Her name is Margaret Summersby. She's from England. What do you mean?
Huh?
What's wrong with Margaret?
Margaret Summersby's been on the show before.
Yeah, she has. She's a friend of the show. Wouldn't you agree?
I would say loose acquaintance at best.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking that.
I would say gate crushed the show once before.
Yeah, well, I disagree, seeing as it was my choice to invite her on the show. I'm a big fan of Margaret, and I'm really just pulling out all the stops here.
All right, well, invite her in.
All right. Actually, why don't we just call her? You should just call her. I'm just gonna. I spoke to Margaret.
Oh, you've got
earlier
her
in
on the
day.
line. She's not coming in.
Yeah, I spoke to Margaret
Okay.
earlier in the
Get her
day,
up then.
so I'm just gonna leave, man.
You don't have to leave. We can call her.
No, I'm
She's
just
here.
gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. I don't want to be in here when I talk. I talked to Margaret before. You talked to Margaret.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's ringing. Is it ringing? Or is Margaret? Are you there?
Hello?
Hello, Margaret. Well,
Hello? Oh, Luke, how are you?
yeah, very well. Great to have you back on.
Oh, are we on the radio?
Yes, on the wireless.
My husband, Jeff, I'm on the wireless. I'm on the radio. Oh, Jeff will be listening. He'll love this.
We-
It's our 20th anniversary next week, you know.
Great.
Yes.
Margaret,
Jeff,
how's your Mother's Day been going?
do I sound good? Okay. What's that? Sorry, Luke.
I said, how's your Mother's Day been?
Oh, awful. Horrendous. My
Oh.
children got me a terrible gift. I wasn't happy with it at all.
Oh, how come? What did he get you?
Well, as you know, I've got a son called George. He's 14, and his son Harry. He's only 7. And they took me to a wine and gourmet cheese tasting place.
And
Don't they know I make cheese on our small hobby farm with our goats? We make our own cheese. What are they trying to say, that I don't know how to make cheese?
perhaps that's what they were trying to say, Margaret. So, okay. Was there anything else happening?
You
You said it was.
think I don't know how to make
I know.
cheese? What are you laughing at?
What? Because I've had some of your cheese and it's not great. So,
Jeff, she says the cheese isn't very good.
you're also not great at doing voices.
I would not tolerate this.
Can we get Lewis? You said you spoke to Lewis earlier. Lewis said he spoke to you. Can we get Lewis maybe back on the show? Where's Lewis gone? Is he?
Oh, you call me, you insult my
Right.
cheese, and then you just don't want to talk. I've had enough of this. Goodbye.
Did Margaret just hang up on us?
She's left the line.
I think
yeah,
she's had a
not-
bad day.
Guys, what's going on?
Huh? Why would you invite
are we
that
still on?
horrible woman on our show?
Are we still on air?
Yeah, she had a
Oh.
really bad Mother's Day. You said that was going to be really positive.
Did they take her to a cheese place?
Huh? Yeah.
She hates that. Because she makes her own. I don't know if you know this, but Margaret makes her own cheese. She gets really offended when people get her cheese because she kind of takes it as an insult. Like it's like
Yeah.
them saying you don't know how to make
Yeah,
cheese.
she didn't take it well.
Yeah, she's very protective about her cheese. That was kind of your fault for even bringing it up, mate. Come on, man. Don't insult our guests. It's Luke and Lewis on the Fox.
Don't bring them on.
Luke, I found out something very unsettling about my girlfriend yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I think my girlfriend of almost 6 years is a snitch.
No.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Snitches get stitches.
I know. Never threaten my girlfriend again.
I wasn't threatening. I'm just saying.
It just happens
More
sometimes.
looking out for her.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's true. Okay.
don't want to stitch.
Hey, mate. Thank you very much for looking out for my girlfriend.
Hey. You're welcome. Jazz, if you're listening, I got you.
Now, I go to my, as you know, we go to my cafe just about every day for the last couple of years.
You're a creature of habit.
Yes.
And I've been to this cafe with you many times before, and you see the staff there every single day.
Yep. The cafe is run by two sisters. Now, I've been going here for years, and I know the name of one of the sisters, but not the other one. And it's like been about 2 years. I can't ask.
They don't look identical.
No, they're very distinct people, but I don't know. I don't think I ever asked one of the sisters, and then it became awkward, and then it was 2 years later, done. I can't ever ask her what her name is. So my girlfriend, who never goes to this cafe, she went there one day, and she asked the sister, she goes, "Hey, I'm really sorry, I don't know your name." She asked her name. And then she goes, "I'm asking because Lewis doesn't know." What a snitch. She shouldn't
Ratted
have done
you
that,
out.
man. She ratted me out.
Yeah.
There was no need to add that in. She should have just asked, and then she could have told me. No one's feelings would have got hurt. It was really awkward when I went in the next day.
Do you reckon she was offended by that you didn't know her name? She
I
knows
would-
your name, doesn't she?
Yeah, she knows my name. She says hi, Lewis, every morning. But what my girlfriend has done is basically like if you got in trouble at school and you both hid in a separate bush, one of the teachers goes up to your mate's bush and then he gets up and goes, "Oh, man, they found us," and reveals you. It's like, no, man, they found you. And then you revealed me. Snitching. It's no good.
Was that the best example?
Yes, it was. Happened to me before. Not happy.
I think all your problems, you often come to the show with this particular cafe-related problems.
I don't know why I go there. It's full of problems.
Right, but I think you're the problem here. All your problems can be solved with just basic social skills like, "Hey, sorry, I didn't catch your name." That's all it took.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You can't do that after 2 years.
No,
What's
you
your
shouldn't
name?
have waited 2 years.
No. I
That
should've-
ship sailed a long time ago, and it's coming to pay.
Exactly.
You're paying the price now, and don't blame your girlfriend. She was being polite. She did what you should have done 2 years ago, which is, "Hey, sorry, what's your name?"
Yeah, that's fine. But she didn't
Yeah.
have to rat me out.
Yeah, but it was going to come out sooner or later that you didn't know her name. You would have had to move cafes.
That's true.
Move
if
states.
if I didn't call her by her name for 3 years,
Yeah.
and then one day,
One
day
day she
after
would have
my
been-
girlfriend asked, I walk in, I'm like, "Hey, how's it going,
No.
Michelle?"
One day she would have
She'd
been
know.
like,
Mm.
"Hey, here's Red Benedict also for $50. What's her name?" And you would have been like, "I'm going to escort myself out."
I'd just
Leave.
be like, "Hey, I don't need $50. See you later. Never
Yeah.
coming back."
You do.
Yeah, I do.
We're
I
doing
really do.
Sunday nights.
I need $50 and some social skills. Luke and Lewis. It's coming up later in the show. A massive crime has occurred, and we're going to talk about it. But first, Luke, you have been catfished. You just
I
told
have.
me.
On the weekend, I went to Newcastle. Just came back this morning with my girlfriend Emily. We did a show there.
Did someone
right?
trick you into thinking that Newcastle was Brisbane, like somewhere fun, or
Brisbane is not. It's just okay. You
well,
could have picked a better place.
comparison? I'd rather go to Uganda than Newcastle, really.
No.
Yeah.
We knew we were going to Newcastle. What we didn't know was when we booked our Airbnb.
Mm.
Was okay. By the way, people who don't know what a catfish is, it's a term that describes someone pretending they're someone that they're not online, like
Yeah, so-
setting up a dating profile maybe that it's not theirs, and then they.
Yeah, you think you've stumbled across a beautiful woman, but actually it's just some 50-year-old guy
Yeah.
called Bruce trying to get your money.
Exactly. And I've never been catfished in that sense, but I felt catfished on the weekend after we booked our Airbnb. On Airbnb, I'm looking at it now. It's called Self-Contained Studio with Pool Near Beaches. Sounds great, doesn't
That
it?
does sound lovely. Apart from the studio bit, instantly when I hear studio, red flag, because
Yeah.
that's just a fancy word for a box.
Or not finished house.
Yeah.
Or, doesn't have bathroom.
Yeah, if studio doesn't have radio in front of it, it's not going to be nice.
Yeah. We get there,
Mhm.
and it's a garage.
Well, were the pictures nice?
Yeah, look at I'll show you the pictures now. There's a nice little pool there.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Mate, that looks lovely.
It does. There's a few. We get there, and
Laundry
immediately I
machine.
walk in.
Yeah.
Couple of red flags.
Yeah.
Firstly, I don't like it when the Airbnb host greets you there. leave a key in the lockbox. I don't want to speak to you. I'm staying at
No.
like the back of your house. It doesn't mean we have to chat.
No, this isn't Uber, okay? You don't have any bottles of water for me, so why are we
Yeah.
speaking?
Give me a Mentos or get out. That's what I always say.
Get out of your house.
Yeah. And so it was kind of one of those tours where the host, she was lovely, lovely lady. She
Do
kind
you
of
need a tour of
No.
a studio?
She literally
it's a
said,
room.
she's like, and this is on the wall here is the TV. I'm like, great.
Wow, I've never seen one of them before.
Yeah. She goes, now it's a smart TV, so it might
Ooh.
take a bit longer to turn on, but here's the remote
Is that
here.
smart? Is it? If
Yeah.
it takes a long
Yeah.
time to turn on,
Like-
geez, what a smart feature that is.
I know.
Doesn't work for a bit.
Just dumb TV, just like you're listing on Airbnb. Wrecked. Now,
Yeah.
we kept going around the bathroom, and she gave us a tour of the bathroom. And again, I'll show the picture. Looks great, doesn't it? This bathroom.
Yeah,
get there.
that was like a really modern bathroom.
No door on the shower. Didn't include that in the website.
What, just water just goes everywhere.
Yep, I flooded their bathroom twice.
Great. Well, that's their fault.
Yeah.
Surely that's a design flaw.
And the worst one was because it was a garage.
Mhm.
Instead of a wall on one end, garage
No.
door. They're right next to the bed.
Next to the bed.
Yep.
So wouldn't wind be coming in all night?
Yeah, and it was tin.
Great.
Yep, it was very cold.
That's not a studio. That's a garage with a bed in it.
Emily, my girlfriend, has never slept on the left-hand side in her life.
Mhm.
She slept on the left last time.
My lord.
Yeah, she didn't want to sleep next to the garage door.
Well, did you review them honestly then?
No, I said 5 stars, great, would recommend, because I think it's funny someone else having the same experience as me. And then I did, and by the way, the TV
Yeah.
was located over the sink.
Yeah.
Like over the kitchen. You know where in your kitchen, the kitchen bench, there's usually cupboards above all
Yeah.
the kitchen bench. Just flat screen TV with no couch in front of it. So the only way you can watch TV is just while standing there in the middle of the room watching the TV.
So if you're making something quick like 2-minute noodles, you
Yeah.
can watch 2 minutes of Family Feud.
Exactly.
5 stars, mate.
Yeah, wouldn't recommend. But would. If you're on Airbnb, go check it out. Not a great ad for them, is it?
Nah, but you know what? That's what we do. Luke, a massive crime has been committed with the Iron Man suit. Someone has broken into a storage facility and stolen the Iron Man suit worn by Tony Stark in the Avengers.
Is there only one?
Well, I think there's a
Isn't
couple.
it just like a costume?
Well, there's a few. No, it's
I know, I've got a
full-on-
mate who owns one.
No, mate, it's not a costume. This suit, I looked it up. It's worth $400,000.
Oh, okay, I think he's got a different one. My mate. You paid about $30 on eBay.
Yeah, well, what gets me about this $400,000 suit is surely there'd be a couple of actors in the Avengers movies earning less than what it costs to build the suit.
Yeah, like Greg in the cafe in scene 2. I
Well-
haven't seen it yet, the new one, but you know,
There is no Greg at a cafe, but maybe in the next
missed
one. who knows?
opportunity. Marvel would have been a great role.
I know, and would be a lot cheaper than the suit.
Yeah, would have been happy to play it as well.
But-
Although I don't really look like a Greg, I look like a Tom.
That's true. But what gets me about this suit is, what are they going to do with it? What are they going to do with this suit that they've stolen? Because it's so custom built for Robert Downey Jr., it probably wouldn't fit anybody else.
Right, how big's Robert Downey Jr.? Is he tall? He's about 6.
I think he's like
6 foot.
average size. So they've got like a very small. They need to sell it to criminals that are only that exactly Robert Downey Jr.'s height and weight.
What do you mean sell it to criminals? Do they know it doesn't work?
Well, that's another thing.
It doesn't work. It's a costume.
Yeah.
It's an expensive costume. I'm assuming it lights up.
Well, for $400,000, you would think that it should work.
It's like if you bought the replica of the Batmobile. It's not actually the Batmobile. It's a car
Well,
with wings on it.
even then, though, the replica Batmobile does actually drive. It just doesn't have a rocket or rockets
Yeah.
on it or guns. But the Iron Man suit definitely doesn't fly, and I doubt
Well,
you could even
have
walk
they tested it?
No, I wouldn't fit in it. I wouldn't know.
Oh, I didn't ask if you tested it.
Mm.
I'm assuming you also don't have $430,000 or also not a criminal.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, me being as tall as I
So
am,
who's
the
got
suit
it at
would
the
cost
moment?
half a
Have
million.
they found it?
No,
Or is
they'd
it-
have no idea where it is.
So we need-
Maybe it does work and they've engaged stealth mode.
I think it should. And if so, it's working great.
Yeah.
I think for someone to warrant stealing that, because it's just a prop. Like no Avengers fan is that much of a hardcore fan that they're like, I must steal this. I think it must work, or why else would a criminal why else would criminals want that?
Well, I kind of agree. I think it must be working, in which case This is fine.
It'd want to be working if you spend 430 grand on an Iron Man suit. Otherwise, again, my mate's got one. You could probably borrow it any time.
Well, if it works, it's fine. The mystery will be solved pretty soon because one day it's going to run out of battery. They're just going to have to take it back to Tony Stark's house to charge it. So, mystery solved, guys. Just hit homing on it, and it'll come home.
Tony Stark's not a real character. Well, it's character. It's Tony Stark's not a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so mystery remained unsolved.
Guys, keep an eye out for the Iron Man suit. Probably not flying at the moment. Luke and Lewis on the Fox.
Lewis, I think I'm hallucinating.
Right now?
No, before the show, I was
Okay.
coming back from Coles with my noodles, as we discussed previously before the show, because I live a rock star lifestyle. And downstairs at the shopping complex below the radio station, there is a VideoEzy vending machine, right? Where
You're not hallucinating. I've seen this.
where you
and
can
I'm
rent.
fascinated by it.
No, that's not what I think I'm hallucinating about, right? I know that's been there a long time. At first, when I did say that a few months ago, I thought I was hallucinating, but I've since come to terms with it's very real
Yes.
and it's very there. And I don't know why it's there. It gives people the option to rent a DVD in the year 2018
Yes.
from a vending machine.
I know, which you can. I mean, if you really want to rent something, you can do that on iTunes. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to go somewhere and pick up a DVD. You can do it for $4
And
on
you have to
iTunes.
return it to the same vending machine. So you have
Yeah.
to be in the area again. Lewis,
Mm.
this is why I think I'm hallucinating.
Right.
I saw a guy using it.
No. No.
Not kidding. I've got a video.
Do you have a fever?
Huh?
Do you have a fever?
I know. I thought I was all good and well, but clearly not.
Wait, so you have a video of a guy using a VideoEzy
Yeah, I'm
machine?
showing you right now.
Okay.
He's just
Oh.
yeah.
A
He's
dude.
paying for a movie, and it's 2018.
And that's not an old guy either. Like,
No.
he doesn't look like he came from 2001.
no.
That's insane. But
yeah.
what gets me is that those video rental boxes is what Netflix used to be.
They've just done a complete switch.
Yeah, I know. Originally,
I think VideoEzy are just running out of vending machines now.
I think
Like, I
so.
don't think there's any stores left.
Well, originally, when we wanted to talk about this, our producers were saying, "Oh, be careful, they might advertise on the station." And I was like, "Well,
don't.
excuse me, all right. If they can't
Don't
afford,
advertise anywhere.
if they can't afford their own stores, they cannot afford radio ads, all right."
They can't even afford a vending machine
and
that
our pro-
people use.
And
What
our
the-
producers definitely aren't happy about that comment.
oh, that's telling us to wrap up.
All right. Well, I agree. It's Luke and Lewis on the Fox.
We want a tandem bicycle. We want a tandem bike. We want our boss to pay for it. Yes, that is what we'd like.
So, guys, Fox here have 3 branded Jeeps that are branded with every show that they have. They got a Husey and Kate Jeep, they got a Fifi, Fev and Byron Jeep, and they have a Tommy and Carrie Jeep. We,
Carrie and Tommy, but
whatever, okay?
they're literally
On
on
the
the
wall.
screen at the
Yes.
wall, and you just read that backwards.
Well, look, I'm not going to get their show right until
See-
we get a Jeep.
Well, we're about to ask the station. We initially started asking the station for Jeeps. Now I know why we're not getting one, because we don't know the other shows on the station.
Well, okay, look, here's the thing. We're only on Sunday nights once a week. We probably don't deserve a Jeep. We've
No.
come to terms with that.
Yep.
But what we do want is a tandem bike. We
Yes.
want an official Luke and Lewis branded tandem bike. We think that's fairly reasonable. Where we've been planning this thing, and really we're up to the point where it's almost time to ask them for the bike. I mean,
By the way,
we've-
we still haven't asked them. This
No.
has all just been us speculating. Could we get a bike? Maybe. Sounds fun.
we've promised you guys that we're getting the bike.
Oh, yeah.
We just haven't asked yet. It's
Yes.
definitely happening. We just don't know if it is. But it will.
We promise you with 100% certainty, live on air,
Mm-hmm.
that Luke and Lewis show will have a tandem bike.
I swear it.
Now, our producers are shaking their heads again.
They're looking very nervous. They don't like when we make
Not
promises.
sponsored by VideoEzy. Because they don't have any money, because they're a bust business, because DVDs are the past.
Right. Now, this tandem bike, Luke, before we ask the bosses, we need to figure out, and this is a big question, who gets the front seat?
Well, because we agreed that the front seat is the priority
It's
seat.
the best seat.
It's the optimum seat. No one wants to be at the back.
No, obviously, the most important person of the show should be at the front, and I think that should be me.
You said we're going to come on air and have a debate,
Mhm.
and you're coming in swinging early.
Okay, look, well, how about this?
Let's at least make this a fair debate.
Okay, well, obviously, you and I can't decide. We've been arguing over this all day, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a debate. Radio Mike, our button pusher.
How are you guys?
Yeah, doing well. You're an impartial third party. He's got no say in this bike. There's only 2 seats. Mike has to walk alongside us. So I think
Could we add a basket at the front? Oh, you know those like things that toddlers sit in, like those little seats at the back. Do you reckon you could fit in one of those?
I probably could. Yeah, I'd be happy to do that.
well,
Your
we'll
big
learn.
head might weigh down the bike. For those new to the show, Mike has a big head. That's all you need to know to get that one.
You can probably tell by listening to him.
Yeah. You can hear that diameter through your radios.
Now, what we're going to do is we've come up with reasoned arguments. We're going to have a debate. Luke, you can go first, present your points, and I'll counter them, and then Radio Mike is going to decide who deserves the front seat of the tandem bike, just based on
is
our
Radio Mike
arguments.
deciding?
Yes.
I take back all comments about your head. I think it's very mediumly sized, and
He's trying to butter you up. Don't listen to him, big
yeah.
head.
And I will give you
All right, court is now
the
in session.
back seat. Cool. Lewis,
Yes?
if I'm sitting at the back of the bike,
Mhm.
I won't be able to see. You're 6'8". If you're at the front, I'm going to be riding blind back there. That doesn't seem fair. But if I'm at the front, you can see clearly over me, and then we have two double vision when we're
jeez.
riding the bike. We can both see ahead. We can both look for hazards
Right.
that we might come across on our tandem biking adventures.
Jeez, right off the bat, you're making me a bit nervous. That is
Yeah.
an incredibly good point.
Yeah, I won't be able to see it all.
Right, okay.
Second point is the order of the show title, Luke and Lewis. Luke
good
at the
point.
front, Lewis at the back.
Another good point. Jeez, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
My
what else you
third
got?
point is
Mhm.
you can't even drive a car. You can't be trusted with a bike. For those who don't know, Lewis doesn't have his driver's license and
No,
he's
I don't.
24 years old. Have you ever ridden a bike?
Not a tandem bike. I know how to ride a bike. How else do you think I get around? I can't
You walk
drive.
everywhere.
Yeah, but I don't tandem bike anywhere.
Yeah. You also Uber it everywhere and then complain.
Yes. You come up with three. really
Okay,
good
my
points here.
final point is
Mhm.
this is my most important point, and I think
Yep.
my most effective. You weigh more. Is that correct?
Yes.
You're 6'8". You weigh a lot more than me.
Mhm.
I want that extra weight to be at the back so we can pick up maximum speed when we go down big hills.
Oh, and another excellent
And we
point.
want a speedy tandem bike. I want to be jetting around to places on this bike.
Were
Those
you-
are my 4 points.
Were you in the debating team in high school?
Huh? Nah.
That's an
I
offensive
just,
argument.
it seems pretty obvious that I should get
Okay.
the front seat. It wasn't a hard thing to debate.
Look, some might say I came underprepared to this debate.
You were the one who called the debate before the show. You went, I want to debate this
That's
on air.
true,
And I
but
went, all right, I'll
look,
win.
I think I've come with one incredibly good point, and I'm about to present it. I call shotgun. Shotgun. Shotgun front seat. That's it.
Damn
That's
it.
my whole argument.
He's got the front.
That's it. What do you think, Mike?
Well, Luke did make a lot of logical.
But
and
I called
reasoned
shotgun.
Arguments,
I
but
said-
yes, the law of shotgun will prevail. I think Lewis has to be at the front.
I'm in the front seat. Yes, brilliant. All right, cool.
Can I shotgun the back seat?
Yes.
Shotgun.
All right.
It's not as effective, is it? I don't want it.
Luke and Lewis on the Fox. Luke, everyone is pretty much aware of the plight of Julian Assange. He's the founder of WikiLeaks. Some view him as a bit of a hero for free speech. He leaked a whole bunch of illegal activity that the US government was doing, and then he ended up fleeing, and he's stuck in the Ecuadorian embassy because if he leaves that embassy, he'll be arrested.
Yep.
And he can't get out, and they won't let him get out to go to the airport to fly away. And just recently, they've cut off his access to the internet and visitors. So he's essentially in prison.
And soon it will be his plumbing. It's going to be stinky Assange.
I know. I mean, no one will be able to enter that room.
Not even him. He's going to have to give himself up. But yeah, they're really trying to squeeze him out of the room.
Yeah.
And he's been rumoured, we can't say officially, he's been rumoured to be having some affairs in the past with Pamela Anderson, Baywatch star.
Geez, maybe that's why they locked off his visitors, just for his own good. You're like,
Yeah.
no, mate, you can't hang out with Pamela.
You can do better than that. I mean, you're locked in a room for 6 years straight and you can't leave, but you can do better than that. You can
Yeah, but maybe we're wrong because Pamela Anderson is coming to the rescue and she has tweeted.
She wants to save Julian.
Yes.
Who would have thought after 6 years of an international, like a cross-country international crisis, Pamela Anderson would come in last minute and save the day? Certainly not me.
Yes, well, she's come in with a very unique method of saving Julian Assange. She has tweeted to Kanye West.
Okay, take that back. It's not going to work.
So Pamela Anderson wants Kanye West to help Julian Assange, who is a political prisoner at this point.
Have Julian and Kanye ever met?
I don't think so.
Are they bros? No.
No, I just think Kanye's been saying some crazy stuff on Twitter and Pamela wants to get in on the action.
Right.
And she's done this
She's
by...
like, it wouldn't be ridiculous if Kanye started tweeting about Julian Assange because he
probably
also
wouldn't
tweeted
be.
the other week that he's very nice at ping pong.
Yeah. I mean, is that really the guy that you want tweeting about political
Hey,
events?
if I was locked 6 years away in an Ecuadorian embassy, I would reach out to Kanye.
Yeah.
For sure.
Because you'd be desperate for a game of ping pong.
Yeah.
Because you're probably really good at it by now.
Yeah, he's very nice. I'm quite, I'm good. And
Well, Pamela Anderson,
One-on-one.
she's trying to save Julian by reaching out to Kanye on Twitter. She's written an open letter on her website, a couple of other letters.
does she have a website?
Yes, just pulling up another article she's written. Pamela Anderson is here to save your sex life. So it's a very varied website. Sometimes she's helping your sex life. Sometimes she's trying to save Julian Assange by linking up with Kanye West, okay?
I don't think her target audience would have enjoyed the political stuff.
No, I don't think so. So she's written it, and it's kind of an open letter, but it's also kind of a poem. So it starts off like this. Hope you are well.
Oh, I thought it would be roses are red, violets are blue.
No, it's,
Julian Assange, I miss you.
it's hope you are well, and then a thank you emoji.
So she's doing like a praying emoji.
So she's obviously written this on her phone.
And then did she put in the Yas Queen emoji?
No, maybe that's later in the poem.
Okay.
So hope you're well, thank you emoji, paragraph. I was wondering about your
Full
thoughts.
stop. Sorry to stop you there. No like political world leader. Obama isn't throwing in emojis
No, that's
to save
true.
Julian Assange. She's already off to a rough start to get an attention of an international relations
Well, I was
correspondent.
going to say that maybe Pamela's trying to connect with the youth, but she's not. She's trying to connect with Kanye, and he's
Yeah.
like almost 50 at this point. So maybe take the emojis out of this one.
Yep.
Hope you're well, emoji. I was wondering about your thoughts on Julian Assange, paragraph. I support him, and I know you value, paragraph, free speech. So it's just written very weirdly.
Yeah.
I've always...
Did you expect much more?
No, that's true.
We're talking about a person who starred in 13 episodes of a sitcom called Stripperella. Do you really
That
think she
actually
knows what a
wasn't
paragraph
sitcom.
is?
That was a cartoon about a superhero called Stripperella. So show some respect. She also goes on to say,
Sorry, Pamela, I'll stop destroying your life's work, all right?
I've always supported your no filter. I've always supported your no filter, not a noun. You speak your mind and you make an impact. I'm sure there are a lot of people like you. They are just stuck in what society says is okay to say.
Yeah.
So basically she wants Kanye to say it's okay to say, hey, stop illegally imprisoning a guy who just told the truth.
Doesn't she have a lot of followers?
Yes.
Why can't she just tweet that?
Well, because she's
No.
too busy trying to save your sex life, mate.
Yeah, no one cares what Pamela's got to say. So she has to like redirect her.
Yeah, well, that's why she's trying to get Kanye. But
Yeah.
the problem is, Kanye West might be an influential person, but when you put him into the political world, I think they're going to come back with, yeah, good point,
Yeah.
but you also made this song.
Whoopity-scoop. Scoop-dee-dee-whoop.
So I'm not sure if you can just walk into Parliament and be like, hey, guys, with this playing in the background, this is what I reckon we should do with the country.
Yeah, hit up Obama. I don't think if I was Julian Assange, if you were like, hey, who do you want to help fight your cause, Kanye West or anyone else? I'd be like, whoop-diddy-scoop, anyone else, thank you.
I've got it. This is how he does it, right? Kanye West, he goes to the embassy, he rocks up, and he goes, hey, police, time for a live performance. He gets out the amp, and he just does this.
Whoopity-scoop. Scoop-dee-dee-whoop.
Everyone starts looking at Kanye West. Julia makes it out the back.
Scoop-dee-scoop.
Done.
Scoop-dee-whoop.
That's better than Pamela's plan. By far.
Luke Lewis on the Fox. Sometimes the best way to say something is by saying nothing. That song ended abruptly. They're obviously living by their motto, aren't they? Did you do that, Mike, or is that just how the song ends?
No, it just ended
And I think-
really abruptly.
I think
Right.
sometimes the best way to go back from a song is also saying nothing about the song.
That's true.
Just doing radio.
Well, in light of that, we're going to end the show, okay? Which is great.
I mean, we were going to do it anyway, but making it sound like you're just throwing in the towel after that.
Yeah, well, I thought about that. That was a little bit awkward. I'm like, guys, we're just not cut out for this. But I think we'll probably be back next week.
We'll be back next week playing the name game again. Today we launched a new game where we tried to test if we could guess people's names just by 3 questions and the sound of their voice.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I said I guessed an Adam, I think.
You guessed an Adam,
and
but
I got
it was
a
a Matim,
I got a Matim.
which is kind of sounds like Adam spelled backwards.
Can we all agree that if I had have guessed Matim, that would have been a huge long shot, and it would have kind of seemed like the game was a bit rigged?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that proves that the game's definitely not rigged.
No, we're not rigging it. I wasn't expecting a Matim, but
Yes.
in saying that, if someone wants to go up next week and they're a Matim, I'll be on to you. Okay, so
Yes,
and
'cause
I
we
will,
now know what a Matim sounds like.
exactly. If
So,
Matim calls back, don't try me, mate. I'll
you're
know.
done. But that brings us to the end of the show, guys. Don't forget, you can always catch up if you missed some of the show. We have a podcast. Check us out, Luke and Lewis. We've also got Instagram, Luke and Lewis, and we're going to be posting a lot more videos now. We've got a video guy
On
helping us out.
Facebook and YouTube.
Yep. So check us out on all those avenues. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be back next Sunday on the Fox. It's Luke and Lewis. See you later.